Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. I have breaking news. I'm at the port of Long Beach right now, and we have the Mississippi container ship that has lost part of its load, and this is wild, So I'm going to cover this, guys, for you, but this is unbelievable. As I pulled up, containers are falling off the ship. There are over 5,000 containers on this ship, and I've never seen this. Growing up here in Southern California, it's wild because these are connected and they normally take the top off. I've talked to some of the dock workers and they've explained it, but they're going in. This is wild that this is happening right now. So I'll get you as much coverage as possible right now. Press is out here. Now, I can tell you guys, this is catastrophic. The initial reports were that there was approximately 24 containers that had fallen. There's hundreds, guys. Absolutely hundreds. Complete shift in the back of the boat. And the ship, you can just see that there's dozens that are leaning. Every now and then we hear more containers falling, but there's been probably 100 that have fallen already. This is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Get a better shot here. The press is all out here. So you've got live, you've got the helicopters, you've got the fire department on standby out here. And everybody's waiting and seeing what's going to happen and if they're going to clear the area or not. So they're getting all the live shots set up, but you can see that, how this thing is. But again, I've lived here my entire life and never seen, you hear about 1, 2 containers getting dropped or falling, but you don't hear anything like this. It is absolutely wild that, hundreds have shifted. It's also on multiple parts of the ship too. You've got the back of the ship that's completely screwed up, and then the side that they're just falling down like big Jenga cubes. It's crazy. Now, what you can't see from this side is there's land on this side, the other side into the ocean. That's where the containers are falling also. There's clothes strewn all over, merchandise that are falling out of the containers, and nothing combustible, nothing dangerous so far, they're telling us, but who knows? Absolutely wild, guys. Never seen anything like this. Now, I'm in Long Beach, the Long Beach port, one of the busiest ports in the world, And you guys can just get the scope of how big this place is. And I was here 3 years ago during, the debacle when all the cruise ships were backed up and they couldn't unload everything. But you can just see how huge this place is and how the size of it and all the conveyors to unload everything. But this is catastrophic. It's a huge mess when you've got, a container ship that falls into the water. But the thing that's wild about this is that it's on, the ocean side, you've got it on the land side, it's in the back, and they had a shift. So, I was told from one of the photographers that they think that the boat came in, askew, and that they don't know if things had already fallen off the boat. But never seen this in my life. In my whole, time of living in Southern California, I've never seen anything like this. So it's pretty wild. You've got all the police, the harbor patrols out here, and all the different press, international, local press, local news. Everybody's covering the story right now. Now here's what we know so far. Well over 100 containers have fallen. No one's been injured. The Coast Guard has set up a perimeter around the area. The press is out in full force out here. But the workers, some can go in, some can't. It's pretty wild that the press is locked out of this facility and can't get any closer than I can get to this area right here. So, no hazardous materials in the ocean. They think it's clothing, bedding, and personal items. They don't think that it's anything dangerous that's in the water so far. The fire department's on standby, but that's pretty much all we know right now. But this is just unlike anything I've ever seen when it comes to these cargo ships. And they were nice enough to let us out here, but that's the extent of it right now, guys. We know what everybody else knows. Again, breaking news. Okay, here's another update. I spoke to the NBC reporter and I said, how come you guys can't get closer than I can get? How come we're locked out of the fence and you guys can't get there? You got the fire department. Why don't they open this side, let you guys get a clear shot of it? Here's the danger part about this thing. Tonight's going to be a full moon. We're going to see the tide dramatically drop very quickly, about 5 feet. This cargo ship has got containers literally leaning against it right now that are going to fall. So in a quick period of time, the ship is going to go down and then it's going to come back up. And when it comes back up, you're just going to have these Jenga pieces all over the place. But they want the press nowhere near this. They want none of us near it. So it's kind of a cool thing because I'm as close as everybody else. But it's pretty dangerous, guys, what's happening right now. And it's just going to get worse, guys. So this thing's going to fall. They're going to lose more of the containers. And but that's the thing. Low tide, high tide, big difference. And they're just concerned about it. They can't unload the ship right now. And you haven't seen anything yet. So it's going to be much worse before it gets better. This is a real mess. And I want to close this out by saying, 4 years ago, September 30th, 4 years ago, I did a video about how the cargo ship, traffic was manufactured and all of the, backed up ports were a problem. But man, you need the ports to move smoothly. And this, God knows what this is going to do. It's going to create serious backlogs and mayhem for a lot of people. But, the worst is yet to come. It's because you're going to see the tide shift and a lot more cargo containers fall. So, you want to email me, hello@iAllegedly.com. Onward and upward, guys. I'll see you very soon. But I wanted to bring you this breaking news story, guys.